When I read the pilot, I called my agent and I said, I knew this was a hit the minute it was delivered to my door. I could tell before I opened it. I just knew it. And then when I read it, I said, oh, I'm perfect for the role of Blanche. She said, well, they have Betty White in mind for that role. They want you to read Rose.
And she said, Betty who?
Well, that's what I did. That's what I did, yes. And I said, oh, well, I don't really have a handle on Rose, but I'll go do it. I want to be a part of this. So I was reading Rose for Jay Sandrich, obviously without my handle. And he said, I'm going to ask you to do something unorthodox. Will you go down the hallway and just look at the role of Blanche? I said, well, surely if I have to. So I came back very quickly, and he said, let me hear you read it, and I did. And then he said, thank you very much, and that was that. Then I was called in again, and this time Betty White was there. And she didn't have a clue yet about Blanche versus Rose. And he said, now, Rue, I'd like you to read Blanche, and Betty, I'd like you to read Rose. And she said, oh, okay. And they heard us read. He heard us read. They heard us read. And the next thing I know, I'm getting called by Susan Harris saying, is there anything you can do to get B. Arthur to do this show? Because we'd worked together on Maude. And I said, oh, I've been wanting to work with her again. I'll give her a call. I called B. And I said, what is the matter with you? This is the best script you're ever going to read. And she said, Rue. I'm not interested in doing Maude and Vivian meet Sue Ann Niven. I said, no, it's the other way around. I'm playing the vamp. Betty's playing the nitwit. She said, oh, no, that's very interesting. The next thing I know, the three of us have been called in to read for network. And we wowed them.